Hey guys, Zomorox26 here, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be going over how to build a Minecraft 1.14 starter base. So let's get started. So as you can see, we have it all laid out here, and now we're going to get started building. So our first step is we're going to start building up our scaffolding, and we're going to do 4 logs. So we're just going to do that for each of these. Yeah, so basically this tutorial is intended for Minecraft builders of every level, including beginners. So we're going to go over very clearly how to do everything. So for our bottom layer, we're going to mainly do stone, and we're going to make use of textures here. And this step is entirely optional, however I think it helps enhance your builds a lot, especially when you look at the final product. So we're going to make use of these amazing stone stairs, which have been needed in the game for a long time, truly. So we're just going to keep building, using pretty much randomly an assortment of cobblestone and stone, which I think will end up looking nice in the end. And this step is entirely optional, but I would at least encourage you to try it, at least, and see if you like it. So we're just going to go around the entire border, adding these. Yeah, and I like to use the upside down and staircases for this build, because I think it adds just a little bit of extra depth, and we can even do something kind of fun like this, where we have like basically a missing brick, essentially. And I think that ends up looking kind of cool. So now that we've done all this, let's go. Oh, I guess we can't do it there. We can add it up here, perhaps. Yeah, we have like a missing brick. I think it looks neat. So add our glass panes, and I'm choosing to use glass panes because I think, again, it creates that little depth that we can use to our advantage when it comes to visually making this build look quite appealing. And now this is going to be our doorway, so we'll just leave a little bit of that open and then add another staircase here. Maybe let's sprinkle one of these in. But yeah, so we have our little doorway. And now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in all of this on top with our oak logs. So what I would encourage you guys to do in your build for this one is to really mix in a variety of textures, including stone textures and wood textures. And we're really going to explore a lot of that in this build. So, okay. Now we're going to build our roof layer. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1, and up 1. And we're going to do the same on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up 1, up 1, up 1. So now we have this nice little looking thing, and we're just going to close this off to make room for our roof. So now one thing that I really like to do for the upper layer is to create another texture using, we're going to use stripped birch wood and oak planks, and we're just going to mix them in real good, and this will save a little bit of room for our window. So we'll do the same over here. We'll do something like this, and then we'll leave a little bit of room for a window right here. Building up, texture, another thing, bam, window, and we're going to close this off, and here we go. And now this one's just going to be entirely closed. So maybe let's do something weird. Okay, that should be good. And we're really making a lot of progress here, guys. So now as for the roof, let's get rid of some of these, but we're going to use our stair blocks. We're going to use oak stairs, and I like to use dark oak stairs. So we're also going to mix in some slabs. Let's get some oak slabs and some dark oak slabs. So we're going to start off by using stairs on these 2 rows. There we go. And over here as well. And oh gosh, we have a forest fire. Must be a lava pit over there. That's not so good. Okay, we're just gonna keep going. So now for here, we're gonna have staircases up like this, and this is going to create a nice curve in our roof. So now we're saving our dark oak stairs to lay an outline for here. And we're going to start by building them against the log rather than on top. We're going to work our way around to create like a nice little border for our house. And I like to place a block like here. And here. So we're just going to work our way all the way around, back up, and around. And let's make it daytime so it's easier for you guys to see. And what I like to do is build under to create a little bit more of a curve. I think it looks a little bit nicer, and we'll go and do this on the other side. And so one thing that's a bit optional, but I think will make your build stand out a little bit more, is we're going to create kind of a curve by this window. So first thing we did was replace this with a slab, and what we're going to do is replace these 2 blocks with upside down stairs. And then we're going to place one dark oak stair here. What we're going to do is with these blocks around, we're going to add full planks. Oh, I hope this doesn't burn my house down. Looks like we're doing okay. We'll see. So this creates like a nice curve that we'll see, and I think it looks really nice from down here. And we're gonna go add it onto the other side as well. So working backwards, we have our planks, and then we'll add one of these. We'll add an upside down slab, upside down stair, upside down stair. And if you want, you could poke a hole in here. But we'll see. This might end up getting covered up when we do our next roof. So now let's finish it up by adding some glass panes to here. All the way around. We'll see. This, I think this will actually get covered up, so let's leave it like that. But so yeah, we have a nice little start going, and we're gonna have another roof over here, and I like to spice it up by adding different slabs. So we're gonna use birch wood and spruce. And now this is entirely optional. Feel free to use whatever materials you have available. You can use birch or oak for whatever these are. You can use spruce logs. I just think it's nice to have a little bit of variety in your build. So we're actually gonna frame the edges with spruce wood. So let's do that real quickly. And then you'll see what I'm doing here in just a moment. But so now the inside is gonna be birch wood, and what I like to do is add a little dip down here, and I think that'll look very nice in the end. And we're actually going to end up replacing this with spruce, so there we go. And now we have a nice little dip, and we're going to go block, block, and let's get some fences in here. So we have spruce fence. Let's go add it over here. Beautiful. Okay, so we're actually almost done. We're going to get a little bit more into decorating. So one thing that you can just do to quickly improve your build is to add supports, and we're just going to go add some staircases all the way around. That adds a nice little bit of texture. And another fun thing we're going to do is our little porch area. So we're going to get a barrel. And we're gonna shift click, and again shift click, and add upside down staircases here. Actually, let's do fences. We're gonna add our fences here, and we're gonna put a gate over here. So, like so. And we're gonna add one more roof. So why don't we use oak slabs, and we could go with our dark oak slab again too. So we're going to create a nice little roof here. It'll look really cute. And we're going to start by having our little frame. And we're going to build this out. And shift click, and we're actually, let's use regular oaks for the roof. There we go. And now we're going to add all the way up to one block before, because we're going to do another frame. And beautiful. Just like that. think that looks great so far. So we're almost done with the house part, and now we're going to get into a little bit of decorating and making this a bit more practical. So why don't we have, let's look at this inside actually for a second. So I wanted to save this floor to do something pretty fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make use of our barrel blocks in order to make this house very efficient in terms of its use of space and storage. So what we're gonna do is a really fun pattern. We're gonna do an alternating barrel floor, and this is entirely optional. You can do this however you would like. But again, I think it creates a lot of room for storage, and plus it's a pretty nice looking pattern, I think. Yeah, but you can really do this however you want. And one more. Great. So we've done the floor, and now let's go for the outside. So what is this house missing? Of course it needs a large farm to the side. Now I'm not a huge fan of like very tiny farms. So we're going to make use of our new berry blocks. These are fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're just going to spam click all the way around our house. And what this is going to do is going to create like a nice little edge for our farm, as well as prevent mobs from coming in and trampling our crops, which would be bad. So that's looking nice. And now we're going to go in and get some water buckets, and lily pads. So let's get those in here. Let's see, we'll add some water blocks here, here, and here. And this should hopefully be enough. Now let's get our gardening tools in. And we're just gonna go and do this whole thing. Close that. Yeah, so you can make this farm as large or as small as you like. I personally am a fan of larger farms, even for a little starter house like this. It's really, there's no need for this much food in Minecraft. I just think this will aesthetically add a lot of enjoyment to your build, and it'll kind of really make it feel like you're on the countryside here, deep in the forest. Wherever you are, it will really implement your build with nature. And why don't we plant some seeds as well? So let's get some wheat seeds, get some melon seeds, and some beetroot seeds. And let's plant some wheat out by the front. So this will create, you'll see, it really fills out the house. Before it kind of looked like it's a little bit abandoned. I don't know. I think once you add a little bit of more natural elements to your build, it'll really feel like it belongs with its environment. So here we go. And let's add some melons kind of hiding in the back here. And alternate them a little bit. Beautiful. So this is pretty much the entire build, and we're going to come back and do a little bit of interior work. Hey guys, we're back, and we did a little bit more work, as you guys can see. So let's head around, and so as you can see, our farm produce has grown a little bit. And as for details, we added a lantern, and here's a neat place where you can attach a horse that you may have found. And as you can see, these barrels can pretty much be used to store all of your farm produce. And one thing that I love about this update is our new campfire block. So what we did was we just built some stone bricks up and place our dark oak trapdoors on all sides, and you can use spruce or really any trapdoor that fits your liking in order to make this happen. And I think it looks amazing. So as we go inside, here's just an idea for how you could dress your house. So first we go in and we have this scaffolding block, which makes for a nice little coffee table, or really just any pre-made table. And we have a potted plant in here. And as you're getting started out, you may have a couple bookshelves and an enchanting table. And here we have all three of our furnaces, and we have a stone cutter and a grindstone. So as we go upstairs, we have a bed, we have a chest for little personal items in case you don't want to put everything in your barrels, and we have an armor stand full of a turtle shell hat and chainmail armor. Yeah, so it's just one way you could possibly dress your house that could be fun. Hopefully gives you guys just a little bit of inspiration, but really you guys can mess with this however you want. And I think it looks really fun. So we also just added a little trailway up here, and with a little bit of slabs, you could have a little waterfall coming from here with, what are they called? A water mill. I think it would look really nice. In fact, why don't we go add one right now? Why not? Alright, so we're just gonna wrap up this video. I've decided to make it into 2 parts, and in the second part of this video, you can learn how to make this watermill in the background. So, yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you would like to see more, please like, subscribe, and comment for new video suggestions if you have any. Please enjoy. Alright, have a good one, you guys.